Owasso will vote on nearly $200 million in school bonds tomorrow. So glad you're with us tonight. I'm Shay Razi.
And I'm Sunny Lee. Voters will get the chance to approve or shut down the possible renovations to Owasso Public Schools, which includes the construction of 3 new buildings. It will come at an expense to taxpayers.
Fox 23's Devin Lyon joins us live in Owasso after finding out from the school district today what voters need to know.
That's right, guys. Owasso Public Schools told me that this bond would have 3 new buildings and include much needed space, but also millions of dollars in improvement that would go towards supporting the students and their families. Now, I heard from the superintendent of OPS, who is hoping for a great voter turnout tomorrow. She said taxpayers would experience a very minimal impact if the bond passes.
With these projects, we want to inspire success and invest in the future of not only Owasso Public Schools, but the community of Owasso.
Dr. Margaret Coates, superintendent of Owasso Public Schools, says the bond comes after the district's rapid growth.
What's on the ballot tomorrow is 4 years worth of our annual needs, and then also for growth. We know growth is coming, and it is predicted that we're going to grow by 1,100 to 1,300 students within the next 10 years, and so that's why it's important that we continue to be creative with expanding our capacity at our school sites.
The Owasso Schools bond will go before voters Tuesday, February 11th. It's 2 propositions that total to a whopping $197 million. We'll add a new 5th grade center, a fine arts center, a soccer complex, over $40 million in capital and security improvements, and a plan to have an all-day pre-K by 2028.
Our goal is to open the 5th grade center in school year 27-28, and while simultaneously starting full-day pre-K at that exact same time.
Here is a look at some renderings from Owasso Schools of the new buildings they want to add. The 5th grade center is the largest part of the bond, costing more than $60 million. It will go right next to the 6th grade center off 129th Street. The bond would increase the millage rate or payable rate on property taxes in Owasso from 28.75 to 31. If passed, the average property owner in Owasso would see an increase of about $60 a year or $5 a month in property taxes.
The millage rate, I know that there's been some question about that. It doesn't mean that taxes are automatically going to go up. It just means that we're expanding that rate to have the bonding capacity. And what that looks like for money in and out of someone's pocket, at the most about $5 a month or about 17 cents a day. And that's only if Owasso doesn't grow. Annually, we know Owasso's traditionally grown at a 6% average annually. So if we continue to grow at that 6% or even 7% rate, which we have over the last 5 years, we know it's going to be most likely even less than that 17 cents a day.
Now, if the bond passes tomorrow, the plan to create a full-day pre-K across the district is what Dr. Coates says would have a major impact for Owasso parents. Now, I'll bring you more on that part of my story for you on Fox 23 News at 6, live in Owasso, covering news that matters. Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
Those who live in Owasso will be able to vote on the bond tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We have where you can cast your vote, along with a link to see the propositions for yourself on fox23.com and on the Fox 23 News app.